11:05 a.m. Do you know where your home equity is? Welcome to the Velocity of Money. Here now to answer your questions about real estate, capital, equity, funding, and finance, your host of the Velocity of Money, Michael J. Barnes.
Welcome to the Velocity of Money. You're listening to KFNX 1100, Arizona's news talk leader. What a beautiful day outside. Most important thing about today is it's Circe Giardina's birthday. Circe, happy birthday from me and all of us at Velocity Financial, Leslie and our family to you. I hope that Mark and the boys take good care of you today and all the way through the weekend. Today we're going to be talking about, besides Circe's birthday, mortgage strategies, buying real estate, refinancing, all the different things that you need to know what's going on for from here on out through 2009. Lots and lots and lots of opportunities. We've brought back, once again, one of the best financial advisors in the country, Brett Fallon. Brett, thanks for being back.
Thanks for having me back.
We also have in studio today a very good friend of mine, Dan Havey. Dan has been in real estate and the mortgage industry for more than 20 years. In fact, he got me into the business. He was instrumental in the major hand in putting together the loan modification hotline, and I'd like to welcome him to the program. Dan, thank you so much for coming in.
All right, thank you for having me here today, Michael. I'm curious, we're in a radio studio, and I was just wondering, why is there a camera here videotaping us today?
Good question. We are videotaping the segments today, and we're going to be putting these videos on YouTube, as well as turning them into podcasts and putting them on the websites, so people can go and watch the segments in their entirety with the questions. We're going to turn these podcasts with closed captioning even, so it's a great opportunity for people to learn more about what's happening. So that's why the camera's here, and that's why I'm dressed for radio. So anyway, we want to talk about, recently had a situation come up in the purchasing arena. Dan and Brett and I have talked a little bit about this over the last week, and we felt it necessary to bring up. Now, Velocity Financial is a financial services firm. We are primarily focused on doing mortgages for residential, purchasing, and refinances. One of the things that we've seen, the purchase market has picked up quite a bit. It looks, in my eyes, like we have very well may have hit the bottom on prices. You know, you can buy a 3,000 square foot house for $150,000 these days. But one thing that we've recently found is most of the sellers are willing to pay closing costs on the behalf of the buyer. It is it's a known fact that it's a cold buyer's market, and sellers are happy to have an offer, whether it be a low offer or not. Now, I have a couple of illustrations, a couple of examples rather, that I want to share. Important to point out, I am not a realtor. I don't want to be a realtor. Those people that took the time to get licensed to be realtors, they know what they're doing, and they do their job, and they do it very well. However, you being the person that's going to buy the home, you need to protect every penny that you can. And the example that I had written down, and Brett, feel free to chime in with any questions if I should happen to miss something here. I put together a scenario of purchasing a $300,000 house. Now, if you buy a $300,000 house and you have to put, say, 3% down, that's the example that I have illustrated here. It works out to be about $9,000, okay? Well, let's just, for example's sake, say that the closing costs associated with purchasing that home, plus the prepaid interest, setting up a new escrow account, paying a year's worth of homeowners insurance. There's also property taxes that need to be paid, homeowners dues, all these different things. Those can add up. They don't need to be 3%. They can be more. They can be significantly less. But this example is just making it simple so you can understand it. If you buy a house for $300,000, you put 3% down, and you pay 3% towards closing costs, your out-of-pocket cost in that example is going to be, for this example, I should say, is going to be about $17,500. Now, if you were to buy that same home and have those closing costs, prepaids, escrow, all that deferred to the seller, and actually paid $309,000. So you rolled the closing costs into the purchase price of the home and only came out of pocket with 3%, you'd be out of pocket about $8,900. So the savings there is $9,000. Your mortgage payment will go up. However, your mortgage payment's going to go up with a payback of about 160 months. So in other words, if you take the money out of your account today, you're going to lose that. You're going to have a lower payment. On the other hand, if you roll it in, it's going to take you, what I think we decided it was 160 months to break even on that.